Your Excellency, Chair of the Executive Board, Mr. Marcelo Rech, President of the World Editors Forum, ambassadors, dear friends, thank you for coming to UNESCO today. And before we start, allow me to express on behalf of UNESCO my deep condolences to the government and the people of Great Britain. Suffered. I believe the events of today lay ever more emphasis on our cooperation to defend the values we all share: human rights, dignity, democracy. As you know, UNESCO is with the mandate to promote freedom of expression. I'm sorry, there is some technical problem. UNESCO is the United Nations agency with the mandate to promote freedom of expression, to defend journalists and their safety. This mission is written into the UNESCO Constitution, and I quote, to promote the free flow of ideas by word and image for mutual understanding, dialogue, and peace. To these ends, UNESCO is acting across the world. As Director General, I stand up every time a journalist is killed and call for justice. UNESCO is spearheading the United Nations Plan of Action on the safety of journalists and the issue of impunity. In Iraq, Nepal, Pakistan, and South Sudan, UNESCO is working with governments, professional associations to create national mechanisms to train journalists. In South America, UNESCO is supporting the training of judges to sharpen the work of law enforcement, to defend freedom of expression and press freedom. Across the world, UNESCO supports journalism schools through syllabi, modules, massive online courses. And in all of this, the organization is relentless and it is outspoken. This is why I appointed Ms. Christiana Mampur, CNN Chief International Correspondent, as UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador for freedom of expression and journalist safety. I know she is retained in London today because of yesterday's attack, and we do understand the reason she is not attending today's conference, albeit she wanted to do it. And this is why the organization awards the UNESCO Guillermo Cano World Press Freedom Prize every year to a courageous journalist on World Press Freedom Day. This is why UNESCO is leading the fight against impunity, spearheading the International Day to end impunity for crimes against journalists every year on 2nd November. This is why UNESCO is promoting the Internet as rights-based, open, accessible, and multi-stakeholder-driven to bolster freedom of expression. This is UNESCO's mandate, and it has never been so vital, and we are taking it forward across the world. This mandate, ladies and gentlemen, includes acting as a laboratory of ideas. It includes providing a forum for debate on difficult questions of the day. This is the spirit of this colloquium on journalism under fire. For years, we have explored the crisis facing the media. We meet today because trends are accelerating, because all challenges are merging with new threats to question the very nature of journalism. The media business is undergoing a revolution with the rise of digital networks, online platforms, and social media that is shaking it to the core. New actors are emerging, including citizen journalists, who are redrawing the boundaries of journalism. In many countries, legal and regulatory mechanisms of control remain powerful, along with taxation and licensing procedures that deter freedom of expression. Challenges are rising inside the media sector. Professionalism could be strengthened everywhere. The accountability and credibility of media is falling too often under question. Online journalism is blurring the lines between advertising and editorial material, and we are seeing private actors emerge as key intermediaries, accompanied by new forms of private censorship. Far too often, violence against journalists remains the most serious danger to freedom of expression. Murder is the ultimate and most tragic form of censorship. So these challenges, ladies and gentlemen, merge with deeper transformations affecting societies today. The Oxford Dictionary's word of the year for 2016 is post-truth. This is defined as denoting circumstances in which objective facts are less influential in shaping public opinion than appeals to emotion and personal belief. Combined with the concept of fake news, we see the rise of new forms of manipulation, disinformation, propaganda, sometimes raising questions that go to the heart of free, independent, and professional journalism. Questions about credibility, questions about responsibility and professionalism, questions about hidden algorithms and misinformation, questions about the nature of audiences, bubbles, confirmation biases, questions indeed about ethics, the theme of today's last panel. Alors, mesdames et messieurs, sans la presse, nuit profonde, écrivait Victor Hugo. Avec la presse libre, les sociétés ont de la lumière au-dessus d'elles pour éclairer leurs problèmes, mieux distinguer les issues et les chemins praticables. Oui, les journalistes nous éclairent, mais ils sont eux-mêmes aujourd'hui sous le feu des projecteurs et cet examen fait lui-même partie de la vitalité démocratique de l'État de droit, de la bonne gouvernance. Ce travail est essentiel pour mener le programme des Nations Unies pour le développement durable d'ici 2030, pour renforcer les fondements de la paix. L'éducation représente un aspect décisif, notamment l'éducation aux médias, la formation de l'esprit critique, apprendre à distinguer le vrai du faux, les rumeurs et les faits pour agir en citoyen éclairé. Les gouvernements doivent jouer un rôle de premier plan, créer des environnements propices à la liberté, au pluralisme et à l'indépendance des médias, à la sécurité des journalistes. Pour sa part, l'UNESCO continuera d'agir de manière transversale, de soutenir les journalistes, de promouvoir la liberté d'expression hors ligne et en ligne. C'est l'esprit de notre nouveau manuel pour les journalistes qui couvre le terrorisme afin de les armer face au danger de la désinformation et du sensationnalisme. Voilà, c'est le manuel que nous avons publié. Ce débat, aujourd'hui et hors de cette salle, est essentiel. Et la liberté de la presse, le développement des médias et le soutien aux journalistes représentent les piliers de l'action de l'UNESCO. C'est un engagement, je dirais, irrévocable, que j'ai souhaité renforcer tout au long de mon mandat et je suis heureuse de la très haute qualité des intervenants et des activités prévues cette semaine. Je pense notamment à l'exposition sur la presse en liberté, organisée par des délégations permanentes de la Suisse et de la France auprès de l'UNESCO que vous pouvez voir hors de cette salle. Et bien évidemment, je remercie les gouvernements de la Finlande, de la Lituanie, de la Lettonie et des Pays-Bas pour leur généreux soutien à ce colloque, également comme l'Association mondiale des journaux et des médias d'empreinte. Et merci à vous tous. Je dirais, vive la presse libre et presse forte. Merci.